Hi, I'm Dan Rosenberger with Echo Incorporated, and today we're going to talk about how to select your next gas hedge trimmer. And now let's talk about some of the safety features that you'll need to consider when selecting your next gas hedge trimmer. First, let's talk about the throttle lockout. This is a safety feature that makes sure that your hand is all the way around the handle and easily accessible to the trigger. If you would happen to fall and the throttle lock is not engaged and the trigger gets pushed, it doesn't activate. So that's a safety feature. You want to make sure that your on-off switch is easily accessible. Many times when cutting hedges, you'll need to start and stop to either remove the material or stand back and make sure that you're rounding it or squaring it off correctly. So you want to make sure that it's easy accessible and works correctly. This particular model has a translucent tank, and you can see as I move it back and forth, you can see the level of fuel. You always want to have enough fuel to complete the job. Next, let's talk about the front handle. Your left hand is going to be the closest hand to the blades, and you want to make sure that it's protected entirely from the blades in case your hand slips off, or if you get material coming back, it's going to protect your hand from there. This model here has a blade guard. This not only protects the blade from too big of material entering the blade, it also protects if you would happen to brush it against your pants leg or your arm. These tips extend past the blade, so the tips will actually stop your leg or your arm from impeding inside into the cutting area. This unit also has a blade tip guard. This is going to protect these last couple blades from hitting whether it's the house or a concrete block or the ground. Also, if you happen to start this up next to something, it's going to stop that first blade from making contact with something. So those are some of the things to consider when selecting your next gas hedge trimmer. Now let's talk about some of the safety apparel that you'll need when using your gas hedge trimmer. First, you want to have a set of safety glasses. You do get some material coming off of the blade, so you want to make sure that your eyes are protected. It is a gas engine, so you want to make sure and have hearing protection. And remember always to wear a nice set of leather gloves, not only to protect your hands from the flying material, but to protect your hands from the blades if you do make contact. Up next, let's talk about some of the additional features you're going to need to know when selecting your next gas hedge trimmer.